Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nadisha. One of the ways that God speaks to me is through songs, and the song today is Who I Am Hates Who I've Been by Relient. If you're here, this message is about your kingdom spouse, kingdom marriages. Yeah, this song came to me weeks ago, and I can't believe that I haven't done it yet. And you know, I've been waking up with this song in my spirit. This has just been with me all day today too. So I'm like, okay, this seems urgent. Okay, all right. So it says, I watched the proverbial sunrise coming up over the Pacific, and you might think I'm losing my mind, but I will shy away from the specifics. Yeah, so like they're probably doing interesting things, like actually watching the sunrise, okay? They are probably just like kind of like really slowing down and taking time to reflect, self-reflection, you know, stuff like that they probably never do or don't do a lot, you know. So yeah, they probably just are reflecting on the things that happened between you guys. Yeah, it says you might think I'm losing my mind, but I will shy away from the specific. Yeah, so if you were to look at them, you'd be like, what are you doing? You never do that. But they're like, I'm not going to get into details on why I'm doing what I'm doing, you know. It says, because I don't want you to know where I am, because then you'll see my heart in the saddest state it's ever been. This is no place to try and live my life. Okay? Yeah, so for some of you guys are like, well, why haven't they come yet, and blah blah blah. You know, the reality is like they're in a very sad state right now, for some of you guys, and they don't want you to see them in this state. You know, when people are vulnerable, sometimes they'll just hide away, like they'll disappear, you know what I mean? They don't want people to see them in a vulnerable state, especially if this person was very prideful and very egotistical and like just a know-it-all. Let me tell you, know-it-alls, if you are a know-it-all, or if you claim to be a know-it-all, like when you're in a sad state and a vulnerable state, like it just makes you look, as according to them, just make you look weak, right? So they'll just hide away if they're in a sad state. Yeah, it says, because I don't want you to know where I am, because then you'll see my heart in the saddest state it's ever been. This is no place to try to and live my life. Yeah, you can't live your life in a sad state. That is no life to live, you know. It says, stop right there. That's exactly where I lost it. See that line? Well, I never should have crossed it. Stop right there. Well, I never should have said that. It's the very moment that I wish I could take back. Yeah, so they know exactly where they lost it, where the relationship came to a halt. They knew exactly what was done and what was said to cause this separation between you guys. They're like, yep. That I remember it like it was yesterday. That's what happened. That's what was said. That's what wasn't said. You know what I mean? It says, see that line? Well, I never should have crossed it. They know that they crossed the line. They knew they went overboard. They knew they didn't or did do something that was going to create this separation between you guys. You know? And they're going through a lot of regret. It says, stop right there. Well, I never should have said that. That it's the very moment that I wish I could take back. Yep. So there's some regrets. There's a lot of regrets, and they know exactly what was said, what was done, and they know exactly what happened. It says, I'm sorry for the person I became. I'm sorry that it took so long for me to change. I'm ready to try and never become that way again, because who I am hates who I've been. Who I am hates who I've been. You can't say that fast at all. Tongue twisting. Okay? So it says, I'm sorry for the person I became. Yeah, like they're like, I'm sorry for the person they became. They became this, like, you know, for some of you guys, somebody that you didn't even recognize. You're like, who are you? You know, they just became this person, you know, unrecognizable being. I'm sorry that it took so long for me to change. Yeah, they are on borrowed time, okay? Borrowed time. Yeah, so they're God is working on this person. I truly believe that God is working on this person. It is just taking a while, but you want to allow God to work on this individual, you know, because like you want, when they come back to you, they're changed. Okay, they're forever changed. It says, I'm ready to try and never become that way again. Like I said, forever changed. So if it's gonna take a little bit more time, that's what you want, because when they come back to you, you don't want to have to deal with any of that, any of the stuff you've dealt with in the past. You don't ever want to deal with that again. Okay, you want to keep that at a minimum. Okay. Yeah, and it says, who I am hates who I've been. They don't like the person they became. They don't like the person that they were to you. It's like they're beating themselves up, you know. It says, I talked to absolutely no one, couldn't keep to myself enough, and the things bottled inside have finally begun to create so much pressure that I'll soon blow up. Okay, yeah, so they've probably been isolating themselves a lot. Like I said, when you're vulnerable, when you're in a sad state, you tend to isolate, okay? And they've probably done a lot of isolation. Like, they probably talked to a few people here and there, but they're not out and about like they used to be, okay? If they're very extroverted, they're not doing a whole lot of that stuff. It says, couldn't keep to myself enough. Yeah, truly isolating themselves. And the things bottled inside have finally begun. Yeah, so like, and it says, to create so much pressure that I will soon blow up, okay? So they have a lot of stuff bottled up, okay? Feelings for you, things that wasn't said, things that was said, a lot of regret, a lot of hatred for the things, for how they treated you, just so much. They need to speak to somebody. I don't know, like they need to they're gonna blow. They will blow if they don't let out the things that they have to say to you. They're gonna blow up. It says, I heard the reverberating footsteps sinking up to the beating of my heart, and I was positive that unless I got myself together, I would watch me fall apart. Yeah, listen. They know that the way life is going right now, if they do not change, if they do not put the work in, because they've been running away from the work. They've been running away from the work, and they know that if they don't put the work in, they're going to fall apart. They're going to literally watch themselves fall apart. Yeah, it says, and I was positive that unless I got myself together, I would watch me fall apart. Let me tell you something. And this is what a lot of people do not know. God is all about growth. He's all about growth. He is all about growth. And when you think you are going to try and run away from growth, you can't. You can't. He's going to come for you. Especially when he chose you to do a work. Oh my gosh, you cannot run away from that. He is going to come for you. Just like how he came for Jonah, He came for Jonah, ran, and he came for him. Okay, he shook that boat. Okay, he's going to come for you. You cannot run away from that. You cannot run away from your growth. Okay, and you will fall apart if you don't grow. If you don't do the things that you need to do, you will. You'll watch your own self fall apart. It says, "Who I am hates who I've been, and who I am will take the second chance you gave me. Who I am hates who I've been, because who I've been only ever made me." You know, so they're hoping for a second chance with you. They're going to want a second chance with you. Yeah, I truly believe that they are sorry for the way they've treated you. I truly believe that they are sorry for the way they've acted. Yeah, in the chorus it says, "I'm sorry for the person I became." It sounds like an apology, right? But yeah, there is, like, and we've been saying this before, there is an apology. Some of you guys have gotten apologies. A lot of you guys have gotten your person come back and apologize, and you guys are making things happen, which is amazing. And for the rest of you guys, apologies are coming, okay? And yeah, they are sorry for the way they've acted and the way they've treated you, and they want to make things right, and they want a second chance. They will want a second chance with you. Guys, based on this video, this is only for the person God told you is your spouse. This is not for your crazy ex who needs a restraining order. No. Okay? No, this is not for your baby mother who God is like, she's not it. She's not it. Okay? Yeah, this is not. This is only for the person who God told you should marry. That is the only person who gets a second chance. Okay? Nobody else. You have exes that really need to stay away from you. Okay? Yeah, not talking about them. Only the person God told you to marry. All right? Yes. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, guys. Take care.